launch. Pull up the jib now and then let go of the bow line, and the wind should push us around. I'll give us a bit of a nudge and we can sail off downstream and go about and head out to the mouth of the river. Go, we're sailing. Lots of sandbars in this river. They do move around quite a bit. So just while I had the camera off there, I managed to find one. So I've lifted up the centreboard a bit. I'm getting over close towards this bank where there's a bit of deeper water, and we can avoid that sandbank that's out there to our right. There is a channel on the other side of it, and I thought I was far enough over, but it turned out no. And even here you can see the swell that's coming in through the river. We are heading almost directly downwind now, and if I was going to be doing that for a long time, I should be letting the jib out a bit. There we go, just let it down a bit. Almost got that. I normally motor around this section here, but let's see if we can sneak through since the tide's incoming. And as I just round up a little bit, so I'm pulling in on the main sheet so that it doesn't laugh too much. See, I'll let it right out. Just, not quite laughing, but yep. I'm just trying to read the surface of the water there a bit. There's little waves there which is suggesting that the sandbank's just off from the right. The water's quite clear right now, and I know that we've got this surf lifesaving boat coming down on us at a huge rate of knots with the current and the wind behind them. Quite a handy skill is heaving to. Don't hear a lot about it these days, but I need to change the battery. It just turns out that the current versus the wind means that I can do this without actually moving anywhere, as long as I just keep out of their way. But I'll show you how to heave to in a minute. Because when you want to do this sort of thing, even in a little dinghy, if you've got a boat that will heave to, it can be quite handy. Right, so there's my battery change. I'm just wondering what I'm doing here, but I'm quite happy not going anywhere at the moment. And again I get a gust that projects us forward, huge rate of knots. Good morning, how are you?
Very good.
Enjoying your paddle?
Oh yeah, did you build her yourself?
My wife and I built her about 40 years ago, yes.
Yeah. What is the timber?
Hew and pine.
It is hewn?
Yes, yeah, I built her in Tasmania.
Right.
And yeah, so I think you can outpace me quite considerably there in those. We've got
you've got a reef in at the moment, have you?
Yes, well the forecast was 15 to 20 and possibility of 30, so I thought I'll put the reef in. It's better than having all the drum.
Can just go up.
Yeah.
Higher if you have full mark.
Yeah, so it gives it a really low aspect ratio.
Yes.
and just means that when things do happen, they don't happen quite so rapidly and unexpectedly. Yeah, so you watch Simon Carter at all, do you, on YouTube?
No.
He's got a Nolex 30,
Right.
and he's just coming back from trip up to Cairns.
Right.
He sort of does a bit of a video log on that. No, very nice boat. I was looking at them. I had a Sonata 6,
Right, yeah.
and a guy rang me up from Mackay
Yes.
and said, "You want to sell your boat?" And I said, "Well, not really," but he said, "Oh, can I come down and have a look?" Anyway, long story short, he bought it. So I'm back to sailing Moonlight again now. But
And is it a particular design?
it's loosely based on a cadet dinghy,
Yeah.
but it's like any of the Nordic designs, but probably more British in origin than anything else. But Tasmanian boats were built like this. This very, very traditional Tasmanian boat. Yeah. So
Are they copper nails or?
they are copper. Yeah. Yeah. What's left of them?
Yes.
I'm too scared to pull one out in case I find that they're all corroded.
My father used to have on the river here a 16-foot cedar skiff.
Oh yes.
Which was all,
Yes.
the terminology, stringers and ribs and...
Was it clinker or was it carvel?
No, it wasn't clinker.
It was carvel.
So,
Yeah.
so when it's just flat boards, that's carvel.
Carvel is
I've never really understood
Yes.
what carvel meant.
Yeah. Corked. Corked and
Yeah,
and splined. Sometimes splined, glued and splined. A lot of modern ones are.
So do clinker boats, you cork between the boards, or
No, you don't. It's
just the overlap?
it's just the overlap and the fact that it's clenched together. So when the timber swells, it seals them. And when you think about the Vikings and earlier ones that used, that designed this, it's pretty clever technology to just rely, because they didn't have any adhesives at all. But yeah.
And a steel centreboard?
It is a steel centreboard, yes.
Because our 16-foot skiff had a steel centreboard.
Right.
They capsized.
Yeah.
They hadn't tied it in, they had to dive.
I broke my thumb on one of them once in a bigger version of this, like an 18-footer, and a line slipped and bang. Thank you. Okay, John, sailing Moonlight. Okay, so Heaving To is trying to get that balance. So you've got the centreboard right down, and I'm in very, very quiet conditions here. But what I'm going to do is we'll go about, but the difference is I'm not going to release the jib sheet. Okay, so as we go around, I'm starting to drift way down there now. I don't know whether we're going to get round or not. Maybe. Gradually coming around, and there's got a lot of boats getting out on the water now. So what's happening now is you can see how that's backwinded. We split the main out because it's interfering. So essentially that's what we do. So now what we're doing, because the current is working against the centreboard and the wind's working against that, we're pretty much holding our own now. Okay, so that's the position. So you're just trying to get that balance. Probably works better in a heavier boat than a lighter boat, but certainly Moonlight, you can lay a hull, and it just gives you that chance to tie off the helm. I'm steering to counteract, so it's not quite balanced, so you probably have to put the main down, and then the idea is that you have the tiller as if you were heading to port, and the headsail should hold you on that course. So that's the position. We're not balanced at the moment. That's Heaving To. The current is starting to slow down a bit now. So with that breeze picking up a little bit, we're now starting to make a little bit of distance out towards the mouth of the river under sail, not having to motor this time. And I'm right over on the northern side of this channel. That's an island there, Chambers Island. I know there is plenty of wind out around the corner, which is exactly what they said on the chart, by the way. They did show it really softening off as you get inland a little bit. Might be a shower on the way through there too. Okay, so we're doing 3 knots and we're actually going backwards. When nature calls and you're underway, it's not always convenient to go ashore. You need to devise a way of taking a leak safely without the risk of falling overboard. Being over the side can be risky. Heaving to helps to make it a bit safer for shore. But I copied an idea from a friend and created the universal pea bucket by cutting down an empty weed and feed container. A simple and safe solution. It pays to rinse the bucket thoroughly in fresh water before using the convenient shower facility which is built into the handle. I hope you're enjoying these videos. By subscribing, it helps me to keep the videos coming, and more people are likely to find this channel. While you're at it, click on the like button. I always appreciate you taking time to place a comment in the conversation below. So until next time, thanks for watching and bye for now. Bang.